allies are side characters that help your protagonist along the way to achieving both the external goal and overcoming the internal need. There are many different types of side characters that you could use as an ally. Often they depend on genre. Some examples would be a romantic interest, a family member, a work peer, a buddy, or a mentor. Whatever sort of mix of side characters you use, you need to make sure that each of them plays a distinct role. So the ally should have some sort of a function where they're helping the protagonist in a very specific way, either towards achieving the external want, the internal need, or both. And what you want to do is make sure side characters aren't being duplicated in terms of their roles. So for instance, let's say you have a character that has two buddies. You don't want both of them to be loudmouth types that are cracking jokes all the time. You could have one like that, but then the second should be a quiet, pensive type that helps the hero in a different way. Like we talked about, allies help the hero achieve the want and the need. But they also could be very useful to characterize the hero. So the interactions that your protagonist has with these characters could help the audience learn more about the hero. So these interactions could help the audience learn more about the want and the need, but also other aspects of the hero that might not be evident from the beginning. For instance, a romantic interest could bring out a more vulnerable side of a tough guy action hero that we didn't quite see at the beginning of the story. So you want to make sure you're getting the most out of your ally characters by not just having them help the hero, but help the audience better understand the hero. It's good to have a thin line between opponents and allies. So in the opponents lesson, we talked about the idea of a surprise opponent. In the example, we had a detective protagonist, and then a cop within the detective's department wound up working with the murderer and being a surprise opponent. The same sort of concept could apply the other way around, where you have somebody that seems like an opponent, but in fact they turn out to be an ally. This helps keep things fresh and keeps the audience guessing. For example, let's say we have a thriller story and the main character is going up against a criminal organization. One of the underlings in the criminal organization may start out as a very bad character, but through the conflict begins to see that the main villain is in fact a bit twisted and wrong and flips. And the main character is able to get that underling on his side as an ally. So that's another interesting twist that you could use as well.